This week on BNN, Buffalo Bill's house for sale, deathly disclosures, Dan Oneil brings us scary photos, and Eric forgot to dress up for Halloween.
No, I didn't. Stay tuned. Welcome to BNN, the Broke News Network. I'm your host, Eric Fisher.
And I'm Ben Simon.
Welcome to the Spooktacular. This is our Halloween-themed show. This is our 13th episode, which in itself is spooky.
Right. I'm actually surprised we made it to 13 episodes. Here we are in this open house, haunted open house.
That's
actually.
right. I know. 13 episodes. We committed to something. Look at us. Huh?
Hey, look at us.
You know, dressing up in costumes, not something I thought that I would be doing with my life, doing a real estate show. You know, I wish I could go back and warn 13-year-old Eric, hey, you're not going to be playing shortstop for the New York Yankees in the World Series, but you are going to be sitting next to some tan asshole from Long Beach making jokes about appraisals.
Well, a few things to note about what you just mentioned, Eric. No one will be playing shortstop for the New York Yankees in this World Series.
True.
And I am not tan this week. I am in costume.
That's right.
But you are lucky to be here. And for those of you at home, we should probably address what exactly we are this week.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Can you guess what I am?
Yeah, a renewed lease. It says it right there.
Close. I'm actually a ghost of your past leads.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
A dead lead,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's genius.
Exactly.
But, you know, the joke's actually on you because renters, believe it or not, turn into buyers.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Can you guess what I am? Actually, you know what, Ben? Why don't you tell me what I am? Because you purchased this disgusting outfit for me at Goodwill, this former Barcelona jersey that's infested with things.
Right. It actually, we got a good deal on that, which is partially in character with what you are. Not very far off the mark from your t-shirt and gimmicky beard, but you're for sale by owner.
Okay, I get it. I mean, I guess I'm just dressed goofy. That's the whole joke.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we could have done better on the costumes, but that's okay. Ben, do you have any spooky stories for us? Some spooky real estate news?
I actually do, Eric. Silence of the Lambs, the house that's in the movie, it's for sale in Pennsylvania.
Wow, that's awesome. That's incredible. That's ridiculous.
It is all of the above, and the infamous Buffalo Bill home just hit the market under $300,000. It's a 4-bedroom Queen Anne style home that sprawls 1.7 acres and does not include lotion. Eric Eilish with those lotion eyes.
That's right. That pesky sty just won't go away. Have to keep applying Cetaphil under my right eye,
Sure
but that's
do.
okay. Queen Anne style home. What the hell is that? I've never heard of that before.
Of course you haven't. It's actually British architecture.
Oh.
It refers to the English Baroque style that was developed around the time of Queen Anne in the early 1700s.
Yeah, I'm sure you knew that before the show, right?
did.
You're not just reading it off the teleprompter.
I'm not.
You know, they didn't teach us anything practical in real estate show. I know I've mentioned this before, but it would have been nice to learn the housing styles. Like, hey, this is Mediterranean, this is traditional, this is Cape Cod, craftsman.
Right.
Like, I really can't even describe what a craftsman home is. I wouldn't know a craftsman house if it blasted through the roof and landed on my head right now.
Actually, Eric, if you did sell real estate and you actually had more showings, you'd probably learn from just being out in the field. But it does make sense now because that's probably why you just always say condo, huh?
Right, well, I am the condo king of Brentwood.
Condo king of Brentwood, yeah.
That's right.
Not very impressive. Anyways, did you see that listing video for the Silence of the Lambs house?
No, and frankly, I don't want to see it. I don't care if it... Just do that again. Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, okay, so
We were there.
the condo king of Brentwood.
That's right, that's me.
Self-proclaimed,
Yes.
right. Anyways, did you see that listing video for the Silence of the Lambs house?
No, and frankly, I'm not interested in it. If it doesn't have a huge death well in the middle of the living room, I don't care to see it. I don't think our audience cares to see it. I think we should move to the next segment if that's okay. Don't roll it. Ben?
Eric,
Question.
what do you want?
Ghosts.
Yes.
Have you encountered them? Have you been scared by anything? Any spooky real estate stories?
Yeah, when I was a younger agent, I was hosting a lot of open houses, and
Were
there
you?
was one home in particular. It was staged, it was vacant. There's this back of the house that always had a weird feeling to it. I locked up, everything was good. The next day I went in, the whole room was in disarray. Clearly, something was going on there.
That's it?
Yeah.
The room was in disarray? Squatters, probably? I mean, that's not that spooky in my opinion. That's just par for the course in Long Beach, I would say. Terrible story.
Scary nonetheless, Eric, but what about you? Have you encountered any ghosts? Anything going on?
No, I haven't encountered any ghosts. I'm not insane. I don't believe in ghosts, but I have been ghosted by women, leads, buyers, sellers, etc. You know the deal.
I believe that. I definitely believe that.
Yeah.
Did you know there's actually 4 states that deal with paranormal activity in their disclosures?
Of course, I didn't know that. In fact, nobody knows that. But what are they? What are the 4 states?
New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and Minnesota.
Got it.
In fact, New York will, in court, they'll actually rescind a home sale if the seller creates a reputation that the house is haunted. And then if they take advantage of the buyer's ignorance and the home's ghastly reputation.
Ooh, spooky, right?
Right.
Fascinating stuff.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. As a matter of fact, this law states that if you invite ghost hunters into your home, like the TV guys from Ghost Adventures, I love that show, and then later you sell it to some unwitting buyers, the court could make the sale disappear. And in New Jersey, a seller must tell the buyer if the property comes with phantom roommates.
Phantom roommates. I had a phantom roommate once. Right after college, I moved into a apartment in Westwood.
They did.
I did, actually. And one of my roommates was dating a chick and never was in the apartment, so we called him our phantom roommate.
No one cares.
Okay.
So the other states, Massachusetts and Minnesota, deliberately mention that supernatural activity does not need to be disclosed. In fact, most states have statutes that say the property facts could cause a stigma or psychological impact, and they don't have to be disclosed.
Right, but anyone involved with anything haunted is kind of obviously crazy, right? Like, no one actually believes this stuff.
Right. Well, it says here that is in a Zillow article that Jennifer Kornstedt, a Zillow Premier agent from Wisconsin, she actually had a seller who claimed her house was haunted by a ghoul in the basement.
See, I would even take that listing. Not because I would be scared of the basement dwelling poltergeist, but because receiving that information would lead me to believe that the seller is obviously insane.
Right. And if she can't get realistic about her basement, I doubt she can get realistic about the price.
Amen. Ben, do you have any spooky real estate facts for us, please?
I do. 9 states have laws around the disclosures of death on property, Eric.
See, this I know. I know in California, sellers must disclose death within, I think, 3 years, right?
You're right, killing it, as a matter of fact. Alaska, they have to disclose the death within the past year, and in South Dakota, you have to disclose a homicide on the property, no matter when it happened.
Got it. See, this is something I would want to know. A natural death, I'm okay with. A brutal murder, not okay with. I would want to know that.
Yeah, in Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, New Hampshire, New Jersey, and South Carolina, sellers must disclose death only if asked.
It'd be pretty funny if that was your go-to question as a buyer's agent. You know how you're trying to always show your buyer that you know what you're talking about by asking questions? What are the HOA dues? Are there any pending assessments? How many units in the complex?
Right.
Hey, were there any brutal massacres in this condominium? I think that would be a good question.
It still sounds like you only sell condos, Eric.
That's not true.
Which is kind
Sold
of
a
cliche.
house.
It's pretty cliche.
3 months
No,
ago.
you did.
I did.
It's cliche though because this whole show is based around knowledge that we can share internationally with a bunch of people.
I'm just reporting the news, Ben.
We know real estate, right? But it's scary that you know nothing outside of a condo.
Breaking news, Dan Oneil has some spooky listing photos for us. Let's cut to Dan. Dan, save us.
It's still scary.
What's up, everybody? Dan Oneil here from the Oneil team, coming from Long Island, New York. And on today's segment of Why Did You Do That?, we are featuring the most haunted and scariest listing photography of all time in celebration of Halloween. Let's see it. All right, so picture number 1. Does this woman come with the house? What are you doing sitting there? That is horrifying. Scroll to the next one. Then we got the doll from the ceiling. Classic. The doll hanging from the ceiling. And if you really zoom in right there on the right, there's another creepy doll staring right at you. I would never buy this house. Nobody would. Holy smokes. If you are afraid of clowns, this is not the house for you. Swipe. Oh, classic. This is definitely a real estate agent's house. Look at this. Keller Williams Awards on the left, and you got the bloody footprints walking back to the file cabinet to grab their listing agreement. This is for sure a real estate agent's home. And then look at this. That looks like a dead body was literally dragged out of this person's house. How do you take that photo and how do you put that online? Just don't include that picture. I don't know. And look at this. Is that a pig? Is that a pig? There's a pig in the room? Why? Is that a dead pig? Oh my God. And then you got blood all over the floors. You're never buying that house. Don't even take the picture. Holy crap. If you are a real estate agent and you're putting that picture up online of that, is that like a satanic? Oh my God. That's awful. And then this one, look at this. That's either a ghost, a spirit, or the listing agent's puffing on his puff bar right there. Probably a pineapple flavored, puffing on his puff bar. Don't puff on your puff bar when you're taking real estate photography. All in all, in today's lesson of why did you do that? Don't take horrible real estate photographies. The double P strategy, pictures and pray, don't do it. And for this Halloween edition, do the reverse. Pray and then take your pictures, because that is terrible. See you next time.
He's great.
Kills it every time.
Let's kill this episode.
Let's.
Thanks for tuning in to the Spooktacular. I'm your host, Eric Fisher.
And I'm Ben Simon.
See you next week.
Boo.